Greetings and welcome to my channel. This is Sorcerer Tal again. You can also find me on Facebook in the Sorcerers Guild. Today we are going to be discussing the chakras, balancing and maintaining your energy, and creating and maintaining your astral form. So let's begin with the chakras. The concept of the chakras that we are most familiar with in the Western world is the 7-point chakra system. This system is first mentioned in the 13th century in a book called the Sharada Talaka, which I'm mispronouncing that name horribly. Please forgive me, those of you that know how to pronounce it correctly. But beyond this 7-point system, there's also a 5-point system and a 12-point system that is common throughout the world. Now, during my studies, I have worked with and meditated upon all 3 of these systems. They are all valid, and they all function within their paradigm. In fact, after this discovery, I then began creating my own chakras and specifying purposes for them. I created one in my elbow, and it worked perfectly. It channeled the energy flow that I pushed through it, and worked and functioned just like any other chakra would. So what does this tell us? This tells us that these chakras are more conceptual than actual. What I mean by that is, they are visualized energy points created in the body to help create an overall astral form that aligns with the paradigm they are set in. And this helps you flow within that paradigm and allows functionality of the workings within that paradigm. So, if you were to work with Tantric Buddhism, you would want to use the 5 chakra system because that is a system that it uses, and that will help you create the proper astral form to align with those types of workings. The same with energy work that is set on the 7-point system, like most of your Western ideas of light workers are on the 7-point system. You wouldn't want to try and work in that paradigm with a 5 or 12-point chakra because it would not function quite as well. It would not align aesthetically, and your paradigm would conflict. So, that being said, it is important to create energy flow and maintain a form within the body. This energy flow and balance of energy flow can be done in many ways, but the most common methods are forms of meditation. I myself like to actually just imagine my spine and my brain and then focus out on my nervous system and imagine my astral form awakening and connecting with my entire nervous system as it spreads throughout my body. While I am doing this, I also focus on the gut and the heart for the reason that this is the concept that has been drilled into me since I was a child, since I was raised in the Western world. We are taught that our emotions come from our heart, and our instincts come from our gut. Interestingly enough, science has recently found that there actually is a nervous system in the stomach that may be connected to our instinctual reactions. So there may be a little bit of science to that. And our heart, whether it's because we're taught that way or not, when we feel emotions, it tends to begin in our heart. So for my energy flow and balance, to keep my astral form and my body communicating with each other, those are the things that I focus on. And this also helps create that astral form that I was speaking of. This is how we create the astral form, is we imagine our nervous system and imagining our astral form creating out with it. Now, our nervous system is the part of our body that carries information and transfers it from one point to the next. And it does this with energy. So this is the part of our body that is most connected to and most able to interact with and communicate with our astral form. And that is why I focus on the nervous system. So, with that in mind, Please tune in this Friday when I will be doing a guided meditation on balancing your energy and creating and maintaining your astral form. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please take the opportunity to do so now. Until then, bright blessings and an interesting fate. This has been Sorcerer Tal.